Going on, guys? My name is Go to the Whip. I am currently in 100% Adults 2.0. We are a Champions 3 crew, and I am going to show you some recaps, some hits from me. I am Go to the Whip and G2TW, but I'm only going to show you my main account, Go to the Whip. I am currently 4 for 4, almost 4 for 4 in attacks. I got 1 star, 96% on one attack, and in the future videos I will show you how bad that attack was. Um, so I will show you my thought process on each base and try my best to not screw this video up. So let's get into round 1. Hit 6. Let's scout it. Okay, so I did Zapple Outlaw. I thought there was a lot of value in taking this down with the Zaps. I was a little hesitant to do this because when I first scouted it, they were going together. And then I scouted it again, and it was taking forever for them to get grouped together. So I said to myself, let's just bring some headhunters just in case. Now I know what I want to do with the Zaps. Now with my heroes, I wanted to create a pathing, and with the Queen or the Royal Champ, I wanted to take out with my heroes, and I want to take out all of this. And this would have been taken out with the Zaps. So the only thing I would have is a nice straight path this way. Alright. So let's look at the replay. Nice. Patiently waiting for the heroes to group together, and it looks like they are going to do what I planned. I got them both. I soften up the weapons over there. I throw some loons just to make sure my king is going to go up this way. Baby Dragon down just to help a little bit. Currently doing all this on my phone, guys, so bear with me. I was hoping to use the Royal Champ's ability up by the scatter. That's why I really wish I would have got that Archer Tower down, but nonetheless, she turned around and followed the Queen. Got a nice straight path now. Taking out some black air mines. Want the lava. My goal is to send this blimp over the Eagle and get it in the Warden ability, but I didn't expect the Detonator Trap to be there. I hit the Warden ability. I don't get the blimp in there, but the blimp still makes it to the Town Hall. Not sure why I used that freeze so early, but nonetheless, it didn't really make a difference. I need to get better at putting the minions down quicker for cleanup, but it didn't matter in this raid because I basically smashed it. I love the Hen Hunter for cleanup, how fast it shoots. So when I did bring the 2 Headhunters and didn't use them on the heroes since I got them with the Zap, I wasn't worried about it. I knew I would use them for cleanup. I am the only one to 3-star that round. We end up getting smashed. We had 3 1-stars, but uh, 3 of our players, or actually he's 1 player with 3 accounts. We weren't sure if he was going to attack because he didn't respond to us, so we put a lot of our backup accounts in and people that we didn't know about. Obviously, Fox left after his 1-star, but let's go to round 2. Alright, in round 2, we had 2 3-stars and 1 1-star. I am the only one that actually 3-starred in this round. We actually won, surprising, which is sad. But let's get into the attack. Actually, don't remember what base I hit. Hit 2. Let's go 2, and my thought process. So when I looked at this base, I decided that the value here would be taking out all this with Quakes and Zaps. I was using the Mass Witch Zap. All these trash buildings out here, there ain't no problem. Take all that out. My objective since the walls are open here, I wasn't really worried about where my witches went. As long as I got the wall record to the town hall, I knew that the witches could just pass anywhere and just take everything out easily. So let's watch the replay. Take all that out. I decided instead of throwing the golems there with the witches, I want to just take those mortars out and then have my golems press against the wall. I don't even know if that actually made a difference because the archer actually ended up taking one of my witches out, so I probably should have just threw him on a mortar. I saved 2 witches for the trash buildings on the outside so the pathing can go. Throw the royal champ there so all my witches just want in the same pathing, following everything. I end up freezing the town hall and the inferno just to make sure that it's down because I wasn't really worried about nothing else. I hit the warden ability just to protect them. At that point, I felt like that was the best case scenario. I usually save a couple wizards for cleanup, but I pretty much smashed this base. All the witches are alive, all the skellies. I figured why not just send the wizards behind all that and just knock it down quicker. Still have the Royal Champ ability. I had plenty of time, so I actually never used it just because I was trying to be cocky, which isn't in my nature, but I did. So round 3 we end up losing 31-29. I believe this is where I got my 1 star at 96%. I hit base 5. So let's scout it, and hopefully I can remember what my game plan was. I end up using the Mass Witch Zap, if that's what it's called. I thought that if I take all this out and this out, that my witches would go in here. I wanted my king and some witches to go this way, and I wasn't really scared of this compartment with the single because once again this wall's open. All right. Well, I end up actually deciding to do the back end of that compartment and taking out, I believe, the Expo over the Archer Tower. There was nothing there that really was posing a threat with the Royal Champion. My biggest downfall in this attack was carelessly throwing my queen and not funneling this left side so the queen would follow inside. She ended up going around the base, and I just never got to the town hall with her. I wanted the warden and everything to follow the wrecker. The wrecker just, this is just a bad attack. I mean, the Inferno Dragger just roasted. It barely got there. I needed that wrecker to get to the town hall. It just didn't work. I needed the warden. I mean, if the queen even goes outside, it wasn't a big deal. I just really needed that warden to follow the wrecker. To get it there, it just didn't happen. So the witches end up getting into the town hall, but I already used my freeze. They get roasted. Singles just plucking my troops as it goes around. I still got both abilities, so I was hoping that I could use both abilities at some point on the town hall, and that the single would just keep hitting the skellies. But eventually, the single locks onto my queen. I have to burn the ability. I used the king early there because I was trying to make the stuff go down quicker so the queen would get away from the single quicker, but it just didn't happen. And at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe with a little luck, I could just get the king over there, but it didn't happen. And now the town hall and the single is just roasting my queen. And that's my 96%. It was just, I liked the game plan, but I didn't deploy my troops right. And we end up, I believe, losing that round pretty bad, 31-29. Terrible percentage. We, as a crew, are struggling. And now I will show you round 4. I did do my attack in round 5 and I end up 3-starring, but I will show you that in later videos. So, I end up hitting 6. I will scout it, and Okay, so my thought process was this. I thought there was a lot of value with the Zaps getting all this. And Zaplalo, you got to take out the heroes, and I was a little scared of doing it because so, but I then noticed that if I throw an ice golem to this wall, almost dropped my phone. Sorry, boys. And I just screwed up again. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What's going on? Never done this before. Alright, so I knew that if I threw an ice golem here, this would shoot at it, and I could send the Royal Champ over here and some headhunters to take out that. And my game plan with the heroes, the king and queen, was to take out... Oh, man. The town hall. So I know in order to do that, I had to take out this and take out that. I do have a super wall break, so I knew I would get in the walls. And I knew that I was going to use the king and the queen. The king for tanking and the queen just to take out this town hall, and whatever else it got. So I did it again. I got to get used to this. So I knew that would take down, this would be down. I knew that the air sweeper was here, but it was nothing but a straight path for Lalo. My problem was here is that the queen is in the middle and hard to get to. So I know I keep hitting that because it's right next. I don't know how to get rid of it. So I knew that this and this was the only danger to my headhunters. So I'm going to wait until they go down, and then I was going to hit the warden ability to protect the headhunters and get the headhunters down. So let's go ahead and look. So the Teslas end up popping up, but I wasn't really worried about that. I knew that they would get taken down, and there's not much over there to really do much damage. And wall break in. King does what I want, goes inside, end up hitting the ability just to get these down quicker. So I'm waiting patiently, and I really wanted to use the ability on the air defense in the single inferno in the wizard tower. I was really hoping to get that down, but I didn't end up getting this single down, which is not a big deal when it comes to Lalo. So I started panicking right here because that cannon end up shooting the headhunters, but the ice golem end up freezing the royal champion and wasn't a big deal. I do need to get better at hitting the royal champion's ability and being able to take out certain weapons, because I would have loved to hit the royal champion ability and got that air sweeper down, but it's something I have to work on how it paths. I know I'm a little late right now, but I end up throwing that stone slammer on the wizard tower, and I should have threw some loons there because that Seeking Hair Mine really took half that damage. So right here, I'm hoping that all these loons have enough enough push to just take out that multi. I wasn't really worried about anything else because I had the dragon and all these pups. I was rooting for the loon to take it down, but they end up not taking everything down. But I have so much cleanup left that whatever is standing was just not going to stand no more. And that's a 3-star. I will show you. So we are currently in 6th place, which is horrible. I'm not a happy camper to why we're actually doing this. I wish we would have did it somewhere else because I really don't want to risk demotion. But I am currently just a member in this crew and I have no say. I will show you the 5, 6, and 7th round later in videos, but I will just show you what's going on right here. Harry end up 3-starring number 12. I end up using Mass Witch Zap again and 3-starring 13. I was actually struggling to pick a base in this round and end up coming up with a decent game plan when I stepped away from the game and rescouted the bases. But thanks for watching and see you in the next video.